Hey everyone, I'm Hannah Ogilvie and I am a contributor for GHOULS Magazine, and this is how my voice sounds. So next time you read one of my articles, this is how I sound. Now you know. So how I first got into horror was through my parents. They weren't strict when it came to film ratings, so I was watching 15s and 18s from a very young age. And one of those being Starship Troopers, which I watched around 8 years old, which I love. It's still one of my favourite sci-fi horror films, but watching, people get torn apart and decapitated and their brains being sucked out, I think did imprint me on me a little bit. Definitely one of my gateway films. But then other films, more family friendly, like Sleepy Hollow or Jurassic Park, which I personally consider a horror film, if officially it's not. There are some terrifying sequences within Jurassic Park for sure. My favourite subgenre is zombies. However, I do appreciate we're probably coming to the end of a oversaturation of zombies within the horror market. I think we're all a bit tired of it, all a bit zombied out, and we need a break and come back with something a bit more fresh. However, there are some absolute classics within that subgenre. 28 Days Later. I also like 28 Weeks Later. Obviously Night of the Living Dead, Day of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Living Dead. Dawn of the Living Dead, that's not a film. Dawn of the Dead. Shaun of the Dead. And I also love the Resident Evil films because I apparently have no taste. My favourite horror movie, I hate this question if I'm honest, and it's only because how can I pick? I'll say one film today and I'll wake up differently tomorrow and think of another one. It'll all depend on my mood, but to just rally off a few of my favourites. Okay, so The Thing, Aliens, Blair Witch Project. I love the Blair Witch Project. I have not only watched all the Blair Witch projects, I have played the game, and there was this subscription box you could get, which was if you've heard of it, it's called Hunt a Killer, but they did it for Blair Witch, and you had to pretend to be a detective who went to Burkittsville because a boy gone missing in the woods. It was amazing. I fully recommend it. I love 28 Days Later, The Descent. What other films are there? This is the problem. This is why I don't like this question. I feel so on the spot, and I know I've forgotten some massive ones, and you're probably going, Hannah, how could you not have said this one? I probably do like it. I've just forgotten it, and I'm sorry. So where can people find me? So you can find me on GHOULS Magazine. I contribute regularly, and currently I have a listicle waiting to be published around tent horror. And then one of my pieces that I'm very proud of was an article I wrote around body representation in horror and how fat bodies are treated within horror. Really proud of that. If you'd like to take a look. And you can find me on Letterboxd, where I review all film, not just horror. I have a lot to say. I'm currently watching all of the Marvel films and assessing whether or not they pass the Bechdel test, which is where you assess a film based on whether they have two female characters who have names and whether they have a conversation together, both saying one sentence each, which doesn't revolve around a male character. You could probably guess not every Marvel film passes that test, and not every film full stop passes that test. So yeah, Letterboxd Queen Beast. My Instagram is Queen Beast, and my Twitter is Queen Beast Says. If you ask me why my name is Queen Beast, I can't remember. I made it when I was young. I think just because I thought it sounded cool, and it stuck. So that's it. Thanks. Bye.